What up? Welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk black about TV, film, music, and sometimes we digress into different conversations and drink tea, which is recommended by 3 out of 4 cardiologists. My name is Rod. I'm your host, and the other host name is Ryan. Let's say something to my man Ryan.
What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening?
One day is a little more. I will see more, some more
Hey,
energy.
hey, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, subscribe, whatever that may be. Like and share. Please share. And if you're on
Share.
Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't think we deserve a 5-star rating, just leave it there anyway, and we promise to do better the next time. And also, finally, shout out to Tiffany Custom Creations, found at etiffanycreations.com.
For all your apparel needs. This week on the Blacklog, as we spoke
Taking a
of
break.
last week, we're taking a break. Gonna do a movie. That movie is She's Gotta Have It, Spike Lee's first feature film ever. Yeah,
Not to be confused with School Days, which you can find on the Blacklog if you look back at YouTube and the podcast.
It's his first film under the banner of 40 Acres and a Mule. I'm not gonna say his first because he had done he went to NYU Film School, did some short films, things like that. $175,000 budget. Shot in Brooklyn, if I'm correct, in 17 days. His DP, who would be his DP for his next 5-6 films, Ernest Dickerson,
DP.
director of photography, cinematographer. I saw it in a small theater in Washington D.C. I would come home months later to see it at the Dollar Show at a theater in New Orleans. Saw it 5 times that week. I took you, and looking back at it now, maybe I shouldn't have taken an 11-year-old you to that movie. But
I was a 7th grader back in 1986. This movie does have sentimental value to me because I would probably say that and Christmas were probably the highlights during that time, because 2 days after Christmas I would be in a car wreck where I would spend a month in the hospital, including a week in ICU, and I would return home somewhere, I believe, at the very beginning of February from the hospital, and I would not actually get back to school until probably, I want to say, April. So that gives you an idea of how bad that car accident was, and I was in the passenger side.
But
shout out to people drag racing when they shouldn't be drag racing on what was it? Elysian Fields? No.
Haynes Boulevard.
Yeah.
But you did have the memory of Tracy Camilla John's nipple.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I gave you the gift of that. I don't know. I was like,
12-year-old me was.
Well, at least you were 12, because I thought you were 11. Oh my God, I was sitting there like
7th grade. Yeah, because that next year I went to St. Out.
Ooh, I was like, I took him to. I was like,
I came. I was like, hey, we're going to the movies. Me, myself, you, and Willis, and we were like, I was like, oh, all right. We go downtown. I'm like, all right, what's going on? Oh, okay, all right. It's black and white film, but I'm cool. I'm good.
Oh my God. It is the story of a black woman and her relationships with 3 different men in her life. It's 1986. This is the era. I don't know if it's, dare I say, it was kind of considered controversial. Oh my God, a woman with multiple lovers, or more so, a woman can be just like a man. That's what this whole thing was about. Yeah. You know, it's like, I can be just like a man. Mm-hmm. Shot, as it said, we shot in black and white. It's scored by his father, jazz musician Bill Lee, and Spike opens this movie with an excerpt, which is the opening, I think, phrase from Nora Zio Hurston's book, Their
Yep.
Eyes Are Watching God.
Yep.
And at 18 or 19, I was like, what? Get to the movies. We see
And guess
black
what?
people.
At 12, I was like,
Black people. Can I see the black people in the movie? Yeah. And I will say I wasn't as familiar. I was not familiar with Zora Neale Hurston at the point. But now I looking at it now, it feels like it talks of how men look at relationships and they see the perfect woman off in the distance. They see it, but they're not willing to go all out for it. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Because it
I
talks
don't
about
know.
a ship on the horizon.
You're right.
And that you never it's there. I see it, but I'm good here right now. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I like that. I want that, but I'm not ready for
Hey.
that. Huh?
I would say that is true about everybody except Jamie, as we will find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he is different.
Yeah, he's different.
The woman, not woman, and they speak of the woman, they say women remember something they don't ever want to forget
And
and
forget
forget
what.
whatever they don't want to remember. So it's
Yeah.
like they live, basically, I think they're saying they go for it. It's like, I'm not going to be wary or whatever. It just took a whole different. I was like, when I saw it the first time, I was like, get that out the way. Get that out the way. I don't know. I didn't care, but then I was reading that. I was like, oh, okay. And I got that now.
Very artsy beginning. Very artsy.
It's an artsy. I mean, it's an art. I mean, it's avant garde. Because
I mean, it made sense when I think about, they used to do that a lot in 80s sitcoms where they would talk about, oh, the movie, it had arts and blah, 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 nom, 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 nom. And now, when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's just, I like the beginning. It's I understand.
Do they say blah blah blah? Nah, nah, nah. At the beginning of every A24 film, blah blah blah, nah nah nah, A24. Like I say, start to move. It opens with still photos of Brooklyn. You're going to know. If you didn't know, you're gonna know. I am from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Side, do or die. Spike Lee. You're gonna get that. He's gonna push Brooklyn wherever he can do. I mean, I gotta say, this is ground zero for the black film renaissance. It is. It played a part in me wanting to make movies. And just be in this business. We open in a brownstone. Like I said, we go to the opening credits, which are quite short because it's a very small crew, and we get to a brownstone, and we move in on this bed with a large wooden headboard behind it. Someone's rustling under the and it is our lead, Nola Darling, played by the lovely Tracy Camilla Jones.
She can also be found in New Jack City as the one dancing on the table when
Nino, you're a man of something she said. Nino, a man of your esteem should have children. Something like that.
Oh, that wasn't her.
That
I don't think that
was
was.
her.
No, I don't think that
Because
was her.
they were taunting because G Money got mad. I told you she couldn't have no kids, and she was teasing. She was teasing. What's his name?
That was G Money's, supposedly G Money's girl at first.
Yeah, and she was teasing Nino's old lady or whatever, and Nino really didn't care. To be quite honestly, he did not care at all.
Nah.
But this is about she's got to have it. And this whole movie is kind of like it gives off a documentary feel. It's like it's supposed to be kind of like you feel like it's a documentary because people are breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience. And we open with Nola Darling sitting there said, I didn't really want to do this, but I want to do if it clears the air and gets some stuff out the way and makes some other people understand. Great, so I'm going to do this.
I will say this as a seventh grader in the year of 1986. What I at least thought, well, as I looked through the movie, I thought it was a natural look, but she actually went in between. Like if you look real close, her hair was permed. Sometimes it was in a natural, but it was in the same style. That was not the norm and not something I was used to. But regardless, Nola Darling changed that at least for an hour and change for myself. Yes.
You had a different point of view. Nola Darling changed.
Yes, Nola Darling definitely changed my point of view on that.
And I got to admit, I did like the name Nola. Even before the whole New Orleans, Louisiana Nola, I liked the whole Nola thing. It was an interesting name. We cut to Jamie Overstreet, who is one of her boyfriends. And he's sitting on the park and he's talking about how, I met, in your lifetime, you meet you meet one soul. He feels you meet one soulmate. You meet him, you one chance. Most of us never get the chance to spend our life with him. And he said Nola was that. Which that lets you know, it gives you an idea of why he feels as strongly, I guess.
Jamie was looking for a wife. Jamie was looking for a wife.
Yeah. He thought this woman was his soulmate.
Yeah.
I haven't really sat and looked at the movie. It's like, wow, he did say that. He said, you basically say Nola was that woman. So he was not giving up. We go to see
I'm just remembering that song playing as he was kind of walking through trying to find Nola.
Oh God. Yeah. We open with them. We know, they're in her bedroom, and he's like, he's basically just told her. I think he's told her that, you are the one I want, and he's like, you hear the back of him saying, I swear on my grandmother's Bible, and she gets up, and it's like, what's going? And he has the feeling we about to have sex. He's like, wait,
and boy, he threw that shirt off buku quick because he was buku excited.
Yes, he was.
He was like, as soon as she walked out, he was like, let me go ahead, take my shirt off and get ready.
And he's like, why aren't you getting undressed? But she has a ritual. Like I said, I think I said earlier, she has this giant headboard that's like a bunch of shelves, but they're candle holders.
Candles, yeah.
And she likes to have sex with candles, like a wall of candles, looking like, a police video. The police, the music group. What's that?
Yeah, I was like police video. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Every breath you take, looking like all the candles and stuff. Like,
I was like, that's interesting.
And they make love, and it's post-coital, and they're talking, and he's like, we could do this at my place. No, she likes to play home games. She likes to play all home games. She does not play away. She's like, no, I like to be in my bed or whatever.
Then Jamie gave her that little fake me out massage. Hey, you need a massage?
I think that was a thing in the 80s, man. People like to say, oh, do you give good massages? And people just, like, there are people who actually study to become masseuses.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody wants to, like...
Oh, they got people making lots of money right now.
I know, but massages. I think that was a thing back in the day. Like, I give great massages. Do you really? No, you don't. I'm just trying to get them draws. I'll be honest with you. I'm just trying to have sex with you. I really was doing this. There you go. You good? Can I have sex? So Bill Lee, like I said, Spike's dad, he scored the movie. It's real. I thought it's good. It was good. Like, I mean, he used all his, I don't know if he paid him, but, but,
Highly
After
doubt
that,
it.
highly doubt.
After that scene, that's where they go to Clarinda.
Clarinda Bradford, played by Shawali,
Joie Lee.
Spike Lee's older, I think it's older, a younger sister, maybe younger sister. She's in a few of his
I
other
think
things.
it's younger. Oh yeah, she's been in just about Mo Better Blues, Do the Right Thing, School Days. She's pretty much in all of the major ones.
Oh yeah, that was a sister.
He was. I don't think he was in Malcolm X. I don't think she was in Malcolm X.
She was in School Days. Oh my gosh, she was in school. I just thought, I was like, she wasn't.
And she was she in Jungle Fever? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Jungle Fever was not one of my favorites.
Let me show you, mama.
I smoke crack.
He said, man, I know this, and then, I know nobody may agree with me, but I thought Halle Berry deserved an Oscar for her role.
There are a lot of people who think she deserves an Oscar.
Because I did not realize who she was till that movie was over with. I was like, oh my God.
I knew who it was. I just was like, damn.
She says she smoked. She says she didn't bathe for like 3 days to get into character or whatever.
She did what?
She didn't bathe for like 3 days to get into character.
She did what?
She didn't bathe.
Oh, didn't bathe. I thought you said she did bathe. What?
I'm sorry. I'm not enunciating. I'm kind of letting that New Orleans. All right. She didn't wash. She did not bathe. She did not bathe for 3 days. Back to the movie. Clarinda, played by Joie, is like, yeah, I used to live with Nola, and you know, my boyfriend, he come over every now and then, and maybe the weekend, but with Nola, every day I'm going to the bathroom. There's a new dude in my bathroom.
Yeah, bro.
She rolls like, yo. It's like, what's up with that?
Yeah,
Nola?
she basically said he had a different dude. She had a different dude, like, all the time.
Every time. And Nola was like, look, I got the spot. If you ain't with it, you can bounce. So she did. She bounced on her. Nola tells her. Then we cut to Nola. And this is Spike's first movie, so it's bouncing to think. I guess I'm expecting an order sometimes, but because of the way it is, it's kind of jarring.
Bounce back to her. Bounce back to Nola.
Yeah, it bounced back to Nola, and Nola's like, it's talking about, I found out that in this world there are two types of men. Mm-hmm. There are decent ones and the dogs. And dogs were becoming in the late 80s that popular.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a dog or whatever. Yeah. This, that, and other. You know, it's very
little neck roll.
It's a talk show Oprah-esque term. You are nothing but a dog. And then we cut to a sequence that stood out in the movie that is probably mentioned in every review of this film. Mentioned this sequence. I know it did. It mentioned, there are two things that were mentioned in reviews of this movie: this sequence and Spike Lee as Mars Black. These were the things that were all. If not to say they didn't talk about anything,
that part right there was, oh man.
We open it. Let me state, this is just a venue. It's edited with all different types of guys, and it
giving out lines. They just giving their lines. Their best lines.
Monty Ross, first guy is Monty Ross. His producer will be his producer on future films. Girl, you so fine. I drink a tub of your bath water.
Hey, bruh, it has nothing on the second one, bruh. That was the most hilarious thing Congress has just to prove to me.
Wait, he has
to give you my heat and moisture. MX missile.
But what made it funny for me, even funnier,
he had an ascot too. He had an ascot on.
He looked like he was dressed for running of the bulls in Italy, because he had this red thing around his neck. I'm saying red, but it looked, he had this ascot. I was like, is he running with the bulls? And this dude, I would love to see.
He looked creepy too, bro. Buku creepy, bro.
Congress.
He
Nah,
said,
but
Congress has just approved me to give you my heat and moisture seeking MX missile.
you said
Bruh,
that
my heat and moisture seeking MX missile, bruh.
this is where Spike he wins the nomination because it's the editing in this thing. Because the next man is a dude from School Days. He says, "I just want to rock your world."
You know when he said that back in '86, I was like, but yesterday or the other day when I watched it, bro, I was like, bro, that's a funny line, bro. I just want to rock your world.
I just want to rock your world. That's all.
He's just looking at it like, I just want to rock your world.
I don't want love. I just want to rock your world. Next up was Reginald Hudlin, director of House Party and Boomerang, producer of the Oscars.
I never got the wiping of the nose, bro.
Baby,
it was just funny, bro.
Baby, gotta be you and me.
Then we had that dude with from Morehouse grad or something.
Oh, Booker. He was Booker in School Days. You may not realize it.
Yeah.
You and
I make $53,000 after taxes.
No, I was talking about the guy.
You're talking about your boy, yeah.
You may not realize you're.
I was like,
you're
even in the 7th grade, I was like, really? That's your line?
Said, you're horny. You want this, and I want you. It is funny, but coming out of that, you got the Morehouse man. I got my BA from Morehouse.
It was worse. He was worse.
I got my BA from Morehouse. I got my MA from Harvard.
Right, that dude said, I make $53,000 after taxes, and I want you to want me. Wow. But it ain't got nothing on my man, the last one.
I hate this because
they went through all of the, what did he say? I love you.
No.
You know what? When was it, I think I love you? When they kept going through all of those.
The people say, I think I love you, love you. I don't like
I didn't get it back then. I got it this time, though. And I mean, when we get to it, you know.
But
I mean, I got it. Don't get me wrong. I got it back then, but I really got it this time around.
Yeah.
And you say you didn't like to do it then, bro?
No, I liked it when I saw it, but after the movie, people saw the movie, started saying I look like him, and I didn't like that. I had just gotten a flat top, and people would say, "You look just like that dude." I was like, "Nah, I don't." You know what I mean?
Have glasses.
It was the point of it. I didn't like that at all. People saying, like, "Nah, I don't look like that." But we haven't even said. The man says, "I got plenty of what you need. I got 10 throbbing inches of USDA government prime cut grade A tube steak." I was like, now it was creepy then, and now they might call the police on you for that.
It wasn't creepy to me then, and it wasn't creepy to me now. It was pure comedy, bro. He said, "Girl, I got plenty of what you need. 10," and he went like this. He went 10 throbbing inches of USDA government inspected prime cut grade A tube steak, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Tube steak, bro. Come on, man.
We saw through that whole.
And yes, that will get you called down to HR.
Yeah, it will. We went through that whole montage to have Nola state Jamie, but Jamie was different. So we got to see how they met on the street, and he saw her in passing, and he followed her, and he was just following her, and she knew he was following, and she was kind of like playing cat and mouse with him.
Yeah.
And she was following, and he's following, and then he lost her. And he kept walking, and he realized that she was hiding behind a billboard. And I don't know if that happens today.
You were following me?
Yeah, I just don't know if that happens today. I don't think that happens today. Like, police, I think so.
And the whole, you were following me. Really? That the first thing comes out your mouth? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. At least he recognized that what he was saying was corny.
Yeah, I think she's whatever. And he said, it was so funny. He said, whatever you want to do, I will do it. And she's like, yes.
He wasn't
And
lying either.
but he says, you will? It was a little country when he said it. Like, you
It is.
will. It was country as a chicken coop when he said
But
it.
you know what? But you know what? You know, you can kind of see where he gets it at the end. At the end, when he said his name, he was like, well, I was a little country boy.